What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Quicksand, and this is episode 71 of Mindset Monday. And today we're going to learn about the law of least effort. And this is coming from the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, a practical guide to the fulfillment of your dreams. So without further ado, let's tap in.
Where you grew your grass organic, everything that you're doing is because of the work, one step at a time. You level up each time. Everything will fall in place. These are all life lessons we're all going to learn together. Quicksand Mindset brand.
First things first, let's talk about the author's definition of the law of least effort. And he says that it means to do less and accomplish more. And he breaks this down, this law, into 3 different components. The first component that he talks about is acceptance. The second component is responsibility. And the third component is defenselessness. So let's talk about the first one real quick. So acceptance. Acceptance simply means that you make a commitment. Say to yourself, today I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. So try to get rid of the mindset of I have to control this situation or these people because they're not right or it's not how I envisioned it. Just accept things for as they're happening, as they are. This means that this moment is as it should be because the whole universe is as it should be. So this is the mindset that you should be in. And in this moment, the one you're experiencing right now is the accumulation of all the moments that you've experienced throughout your entire life. It's leading up to this moment here. And this moment is as it should be because the universe is as it should be. Okay, so if you're getting confused, rewind that, re-listen. I'm reading it verbatim. So when you struggle against this moment, you're actually struggling against the entire universe. So instead, you can make the decision that today, you're not going to struggle against the whole universe by struggling against this moment in particular. So you're in control. You just have to realize that you're in control. So this means that you have an acceptance of this moment in totality and it's in completion, right? So you know that this is what it is. You're accepting things as they are and not as you wish they were in this moment. So this is important to understand because you can wish for things in your future. You can manifest it, right? But you can't change the things that are happening right now in this moment. Again, I'll read that again. So this is important to understand that you can wish for things in the future to be different. But in this moment, you have to accept the things as they are. When you feel frustrated or upset by a person or situation, remember that you're not reacting to this person or to the situation, but you're reacting to your own feelings about the person or the situation, right? So these are your feelings and they're not anyone else's feelings. No one knows your own feelings, right? And so when you recognize and understand this completely, then you're ready to take full responsibility for how you feel and you can change that. And if you accept things as they are, then you're ready to take responsibility for your situation and for all the events that you see as problems. So controlling what you can control, realizing that this moment is how it's supposed to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Even though it can feel frustrating, you're like, man, I want to get out of this situation. This is terrible. Or this person is really upsetting me. You can remove yourself from this situation, but understand that a person is going to act how they want to, right? Because their feelings are their feelings and your feelings are your feelings. Okay. So that's component number 1. That's acceptance. Now let's move on to the next one. The second component we'll talk about is responsibility. So what is responsibility? Responsibility means not blaming anyone or anything for your current situation. And this includes yourself. Okay. So once you've accepted this circumstance, realize that all the problems that we have, they all contain the seeds of opportunity within them. But it's up to us as people to hold ourselves to a high standard and hold ourselves responsible for being aware of this and then transforming that bad situation into a better one for not only yourself, but for everyone else around you. And this is important for us to do. So once you do this, every so-called upsetting situation will become an opportunity for the creation of something new and beautiful. And every so-called tyrant that you come across, they become a teacher, right? So reality is an interpretation of what's happening right now. So if you choose to interpret reality in this way, then you have many teachers around you and many opportunities that you can use to evolve. So turning a bad situation into a good one by thinking it and accepting it and holding yourself responsible for that, for being able to change it. This moment is as it should be, right? Saying that to yourself as a form of affirmation can help you out. There's no hidden meaning behind all these events, right? Just understanding that all these hidden meanings that you're serving, they're serving your own evolution. Wow, that confused me right there. And that happens again. Look, before I go to the next component, there's times where I'm reading what's happening and I'm just like, whoa, I don't know what he's talking about. Let me go back and read it to really fully understand. So let me read it one more time. There's a hidden meaning behind all events, and this hidden meaning is serving your own evolution. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense than the first time I read it. I read it fast and wrong the first time, but now it makes sense, right? Think about when something bad happens to you, you can get easily and visibly upset and frustrated by it because you want to control it. You're like, that shouldn't be happening. This bad thing should not be currently going on right now. But understand that it could be a hidden message, and it could be a lesson in disguise for you to learn. And once you learn that message or what it means, then you can learn to control it and manipulate it. This is component number 2. We'll move on to the next one. Component number 3 to the law of least effort is defenselessness. So what this means is that you let go of the need to prove yourself correct, or you let go of the need to prove to others or persuade others that your point of view is the correct point of view. Okay, you'll notice that when you have a conversation with people, that they spend 99% of the time trying to defend their point of view or defend their way of thinking. And when you try to defend yourself constantly, you're always going to be met with resistance, right? Because no one wants to be wrong. So if you're going against another person who also believes that they're only right, you guys are just going to clash and nothing is going to get solved. So if you let go of the need to be defensive and to prove that you're right, then you're going to harness a lot more energy from within, because you won't have to waste it on trying to prove yourself. And so when you have more energy, you have more focus, you have more discipline, you have more options, and your way of thinking is open-minded, and it's going to help you elevate to the next level. Okay, so when you become defensive and you blame others and you can't accept the moment for what it is, and you surrender to the moment, right, your life meets with resistance. Okay, and anytime you encounter resistance, recognize that if you force it, the resistance is only going to increase, right? So I'm on point. I was saying that. Perfect. You don't want to stand rigid like a tall oak tree that cracks and collapses in the storm. Instead, you want to be flexible like a reed that bends with the storm and survives. I'm not sure what a reed is, but that's something we can look up. Completely desist from defending your point of view. And when you have no point to defend, you don't allow the birth of an argument. That's fire. I love that. When you have no point to defend, you do not allow the birth of an argument to happen. And if you do this consistently, if you stop fighting and stop resisting, then you're going to fully experience the present, which is a gift. It says right here that someone once told me, the past is history, the future is a mystery, and this moment is a gift. And that's why it's called the present. If you embrace the present and become one with it and merge with it, then you're going to experience a fire and a glow and a sparkle. And when you begin to experience all these things, you'll realize that you're alive, and you realize that the fight that you were trying to put on is just going to hold you back. I need to be free. I need to be open. I need to think on a bigger scale. So embracing it is important, right? Lost my train of thought right there. As you begin to experience this spiritual feeling of giving up and just letting it go with the flow, You bring more joy to yourself. You're more lighthearted, carefree, right? You don't get upset by the small things. And again, that brings energy, that brings life, and that brings more opportunity for growth for you. It's a simple freedom, right? So you would know without any doubt in your heart that whatever it is you want is available to you when you want it. But you have to understand that you're in control and you can't be defenseless. You do not need to justify anything, right? Just simply declare your intention to yourself and you'll experience fulfillment, delight, joy, freedom, and understand that every moment is important, right? You'll start to realize this. The last portion here before I get out of here is to make a commitment to follow the path of no resistance, right? This is the path through which nature's intelligence unfolds spontaneously without friction or effort. And when you have this combination of acceptance, responsibility, and defenselessness, which are the components, then you're going to experience life flowing without effortless ease, or with effortless ease. And when you remain open to all points of view, not rigidly attached to only one, your dreams and your desires will flow with nature's desires. And then at this point is when you can release your intentions without any attachment and just wait for the appropriate time to all line up to where your moment is your moment and it's exactly how you wanted it to be. That's all I got for this video. Check this book out, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. Russ, the artist Russ, he put me onto this book. He said he read it with his homie Boogus, and I had to get it immediately. I read it a couple years ago, but I still tap back into it when I want to learn, I want to grow. And that's the thing about books. You know, I want to continue maybe doing more of these read-alongs. With books, you can pick up a book one year and you'll read it, you'll be like, okay, that was cool. And then the next year you're going through some problems, or you feel stuck. And then you pick up that same book, read the same chapter, and it changes your life because it has the answers to what you're dealing with now. And so that's the power of reading. And I want to, you know, just tell you guys out there, pick one book out there that maybe, you know, this is the first book that you start off with. Start off with it, read it, and maybe write down notes and just get your mind to think in a different way rather than just dealing with the problems that you're dealing with. These books have the answers, and also the answer is within you. You just have to release it and find it. Thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate you all. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I have 70 other videos that you can tap into in a playlist above, so go and check that out. Follow me on social media at Quicksand Mindset on Instagram and on TikTok. I post daily motivational videos there, or daily inspirational videos is what I call them. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Share with someone who you know can benefit. Please, let's grow it. Let's grow this channel. Get it out in the algorithm, and let greatness come upon you guys. Thank you all for watching. Tap out.